Ah, yes, my name. My name is Stephan Wasick.
And I'm Pam Wasick.
Came from San Francisco. Left there due to the cost of living and due to the recession and the lack of employment afterwards for people my age. We retired and came up to South Lake County here, and bought the previous home that was here, and we were fixing it up to make it a very nice, livable home for the balance of life. Oh yes, yeah. I was. Well, we were finishing a 2-year project amongst the many projects when you buy a used home, and we were doing the wraparound deck out of real nice redwood, and we were finishing the staircasing. It's the last part. We were actually finishing it. We were probably going to be done either the following day or the day after. So I was operating a wood planer, very noisy. Didn't hear anything, just another typical Saturday, warm, sunny, no wind virtually, and nice, quiet, calm day to a certain point. And then I heard an explosion, which would have been a propane tank exploding. Then I turned the planer off, and I heard some more loud kabooms. And then I ran up here and went up to the corner of the road to see the fire was coming at us under the canopy, rolling pretty quick. So naturally the first thought is I'm gonna go get the hoses and fight this fire. And then all of a sudden the fire created its own wind. Up to now it was like 5-mile-per-hour wind out of the south, and all of a sudden it came out of the west, due west, at about 70 miles per hour. So as soon as that hit me and pushed me back a couple steps, and the needles with the both ends burning and the flying embers are coming at you, hitting you, then you just say, can't fight this, run. And that's what I did. I ran back here, told Pam to grab some things out of the house. There's 2 more houses down here, so I had to run next door to wake up the one neighbor who worked graveyard. And when he got up, told him to get out. And then I woke up the couple at the end, and the same thing. They were just cooking a meal and getting ready to eat. And I told them, no, you got to run for your life. It's at the corner of the fire. And that's how we all exited out of here, because it was right up there. The cars got a little fire damage, a little pitted and things like that, but you're on your own basically, because there was no warning. There's no sirens, there's no helicopter flyovers, no fire department, no Sikorsky's dropping fire retardant, nothing. You're on your own. And that's how it was when we got out of here. Yeah, well, they came out and they took pictures of the property and the house and the surrounding areas, and then when it came time for renewal, in our case, they just didn't renew. They didn't set us a renewal because of 6 items. One was the tree, dead end road, no fire hydrants, no emergency turnaround point, and we couldn't be accessed by another road. So you kind of struck out on many categories for renewal. Other people, they just outright canceled after the Rocky fire. So we have fires leading up to the Valley Fire, the Rocky, the Jerusalem, and many other small suspicious fires that no one could really account for how they started. And then when the Valley Fire hit, well, gosh, that was it. You didn't have time to think, you just ran. Yeah, actually, because after a while, after the chaos settled down and there were more structured meetings going on, and Team Lake County was forming, And so our goal was to attend every meeting to get all the information firsthand, because there was just too much information going around that wasn't correct at the time. A lot of hearsay stuff, so we made it a point to attend all the meetings to get all the information directly. And that's where I met Kevin, was there at a construction committee meeting. And our goal was to talk to all the individuals, and what we did is we asked questions, and essentially we vetted the organizations and then we applied to the one that we thought was the most credible and reliable, and that was Hope City Builders. It was a well thought out program, and the most important part is they actually cared. You know, they talked more in terms of it can be done, it will be done. Yes, there's always a qualifying part, but it was more of a hopeful qualifying part versus here's your constraints. Now, if you fall outside this category, you're on your own. So it was very, no pun intended, but it was quite hopeful talking to Hope City. I would say you will always and forever be in our hearts, because we witness firsthand what you do. And we don't need an errant news report. We don't need other people who are in a different state of mind telling us negative things, because this sort of thing happens. So what I could say right now to Kevin and Valerie is that they dedicate their life to bring that smile back to people who have gone through some of the worst disasters that they could in their life. And this one here was a pretty big fire, a pretty bad disaster. So they bring a true good feeling, and of course the feeling of hope.
Our favorite scripture is Jeremiah 29:11. Paraphrase. The Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not for evil, and plans for hope and a future. And Hope City brings that scripture to life, and we're thankful for that.